Welcome to Tenacity, the podcast where we uncover the forgotten skills that can make us more self-reliant and resilient. I'm Dr. Bradley Garrett, your host, and today we're exploring the vital role of companion animals, our four-legged lifelines in times of crisis. Tenacity, the things we do to survive. So imagine a scenario where vehicles are rendered useless and swift evacuation is imperative. Our best vehicle in this instance runs on grass and forage. It's a horse, a mule, or a donkey. So what's the difference between them? Well, horses are larger, versatile animals often used for riding and work. Donkeys are smaller and sturdy, known for endurance and protective instincts. And the mule, an offspring of a horse and a donkey, combine those characteristics for tasks like packing and agricultural work. They're also, of course, famously stubborn. Interestingly, almost all mules are born sterile, so although they're the best pack animals, they're also really hard to breed. And humans have relied on these steadfast companions for centuries. Indigenous groups rapidly incorporated horses of Spanish ancestry into the Great Plains cultures by the early 1600s. And from the 1900s, pack animals were the unsung heroes of many expeditions in this part of the world, our companions to navigate mountain passages of the American West and to explore uncharted territories. In the Sierra Nevada mountains here in California, an 1843 expedition led by John C. Fremont undertook an exploratory expedition to survey and map the region for potential railroad routes and resources. And Fremont and his team relied on a significant number of mules and horses as pack animals to carry essential supplies, equipment, and provisions during their exploration of that challenging and remote terrain. Now, moving into contemporary times, especially during environmental crises where conventional transportation may be unavailable, our four-legged companions emerge as invaluable assets. We've got 3 horses here on this ranch. Our first horse was Maxx the Giant, a thoroughbred descended from the famous racehorse Secretariat. Max raced on all the big tracks in Southern California for about 8 years and once sold for $250,000. Now he's a bit skittish after all of his track time, but he's in a safe and comfortable home with us. And about a year ago, we adopted a Mustang filly yearling named Supernova, or Nova for short, who will eventually teach to follow commands and comfortably transport crucial supplies, camping gear, water supplies, food rations, and first aid kits. She's still too young to ride at this point, and we're not really sure how big she's gonna get, but we've been desensitizing her to various situations and it's going really well. She's gonna be, it's pretty clear at this point, at least a very capable pack horse. She's calm and we can rely on her. We've got a third horse now, Jasper, who's our bulletproof trail horse. We can take him absolutely anywhere. He's not afraid of anything. With all of our horses, we have a symbiotic relationship. They depend on us, and we know we can depend on them. These animals become more than companions. They're crucial partners in survival. The first thing we do with a horse is to get them halter broken. This is really important because you can't lead your horse around until you can get a halter around their head and attach a rope. We began by showing Nova the halter and then rubbing it on her body, and slowly but surely, we got it over her head. And once we could lead her with the halter, then we started practicing commands. Walk, stop, back up. And here it's really important that we use not just our voice, but body language. Animals really respond to that. And next, we practiced getting a blanket on her using this same method. A slow and steady practice of convincing her that nothing bad is going to happen if we put something on her back. Soon we'll begin to put something heavier on her until she can eventually carry hundreds of pounds. And this isn't just about physical training, obviously. It's about mental resilience. Desensitizing these animals to the clamor of urban sounds becomes a critical aspect when navigating a crisis in cities. From blaring sirens to echoing footsteps, preparing our animal counterparts to remain calm amidst the chaos can make all the difference in a swift and successful evacuation. We've worked on this with all of our horses by walking them down the road where they have to stop for cars, and by putting things in their stall that are unfamiliar, like plastic bags, chairs, camping equipment, paper bags, tape measures, all sorts of stuff that freak them out, but eventually they get used to it. We also recently built a 50-foot round pen to train the horses. And the round pen is great because it allows for greater interaction between the horse and the handler, and more control over the horse because they can't fully avoid us. They're stuck in the round pen with us. So they can run around the outside, but we're always there in the center. And the trick is to keep them paying attention to us and to our commands. The round pen is used for all sorts of training, including groundwork, such as lunging and liberty work, or for riding. It can also be used as a turnout for free exercise, and for training them to go into the trailer easily so that we can transport them. And what we do there is we back the trailer up to the round pen and put food inside it so it becomes a space that they want to go into, rather than just a scary dark hole. As anyone who has a dog knows, creating a bond with an animal companion is all about trust. The more time you spend with your horses, the more they trust you and the more you know you can depend on them. That wraps up this week's episode of Tenacity. I'm Dr. Bradley Garrett, reminding you that our companion animals also have a role to play in the human survival story. Stay tuned for more episodes where we explore the forgotten skills and empower us to thrive. Until next time, stay sharp and stay safe.